So, my video kind of popped off on TikTok. I know 13k is not a lot for most people, but for me it's my best performing video up to date. I gained about 250 followers and 20 subs for it, so I'm pretty proud of that. So here's part 2 to my journey of dunking at 5'7". For about 3 weeks, I've been continuing my plyometrics workout and began adding in some leg exercises to build strength in my legs. So before you question why I said 3 weeks, I'll get to that in a second. I wanted my legs to have enough strength to be able to get higher in the air. I never really worked on my legs as much as I should have, which is why they are relatively weak at the moment. I know my forms for some of these exercises aren't the best. This is the beginning after all, and the part of the journey where I learned the most, so it's okay to make a few mistakes. 3 weeks since day 1, and I wanted to see how much I've progressed. I decided to dunk on an 8.5 foot rim just to warm up. I felt it was much easier to dunk now than it was before. I'm not making the dunks, but I was not putting in as much effort to jump as before, while maintaining the same jump height. Now back to why I said I continued my workout for only 3 weeks. This is what happened. Yup, I severely sprained my ankle while trying to dunk on an 8.5 foot rim. Not even a 10 foot rim. Pathetic, right? Thank God no one was around to see that. This sprain hurt so much that I couldn't even continue my warm-up. Everyone knows how annoying a sprained ankle is. It's a tough healing process. The only thing I could do was to pick up a stick and make the walk of shame to pick up my ball and get back inside my house. Injuries are inevitable, especially if you're an athlete or working out constantly. I definitely could have prevented it by wearing proper shoes instead of these Air Maxes, but what's done is done. It was actually impossible for me to walk without crutches, which shows how serious the sprain was. I have a history with ankle injuries, but having one happen right as I was noticing some progress hurt a lot. This was a big obstacle to overcome, because knowing I had to walk with crutches meant I had to bring my training to a halt. I knew I had to rest and recover, but that's so hard to do when my mind was so focused on working the shit out of my body. I had to put in work somehow, even if it was just a little. The only exercises that wouldn't irritate my ankle were leg extensions and hamstring curls. I know these exercises barely contribute to increasing vertical jump, but I had no choice but to do them every day for about 2 weeks to lessen the decrease of my gains. I hated this feeling. The feeling you get when you know you can't do anything stings worse than any injury. After about 2 weeks, I thought it was safe for me to continue my workouts. The thing is, I couldn't perform any plyometrics or jumping exercises because the sprain messed up my ankle that badly. At least I could do more than just leg extensions. I was capable of doing squats, split squats, stiff leg deadlifts, and stuff like that. At first, I thought that me not being able to jump would lengthen my dunking journey, which is true, but I only looked at it as a negative. But as time passed, I became more optimistic. I thought it was better to look at this drawback as a way where I could just focus on strengthening my legs. I began to dedicate my plyometric days to leg strengthening instead. Usually I would do 2 plyometric workouts and 1 leg strengthening workout per week, but now I'm doing 3 leg strengthening workouts per week, which is a big difference. Conveniently, gyms opened up, which gave me more access to heavier equipment. This was my opportunity to perform squats with heavier weight and deadlifts with heavier weight. Probably 2 of the most effective exercises in strengthening your legs and even increasing your vertical jump. My legs were never the strongest, so it's a good idea to work on them more since I can't jump at the moment. I did this for about a month until something occurred. Yet again, another obstacle would appear and would prove to be far worse than my sprain.